what is the Global Ghost Hunt to me? The Global Ghost Hunt is a celebration of teams and locations, not just here in the U.S., but all around the world. It is an opportunity to unite groups and enthusiasts of this paranormal community in many different ways, and to highlight teams, locations, and all of us. And honestly, why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? You get to experience new groups. You get to promote yourself, promote your teams, and more importantly, too, the locations. A lot of our locations are being forgotten. So the Global Ghost Hunt is a perfect opportunity to bring your team, bring your locations out into the spotlight and have your chance to have your 15 minutes of fame and to make an everlasting impact in our community.
It's been coming up like sun above. It's making us come together. Been making plans and joining hands. Come by me, stand and come together. When they know we've had enough, they'll try and call our bluff. But no, there's no stopping us. We're making a promise. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. They say we're weak when we don't speak, but they don't see us come together. Behind closed doors, we choose love, not war. It's at our core when we come together. They will hear us loud and clear. We'll walk right through the fear, and then once we'll all appear and say, we're standing right here. Come on. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show for tonight. I decided to do mine tonight instead of tomorrow because I know everybody will be with their families and everything. Let's see. Hey there, Amy. Hey, Vicky. Happy Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, even. Same to you too, Amy. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's in here right now. This is going to be a very short show, y'all. Hope everyone's day is awesome. Mine was pretty good. I had a day off, so it was pretty awesome. How you been? I've been doing okay. I've went to the doctor this morning to get my treatment, and I got to go back to the doctor the 7th of December to go over some stuff I need to do for my health. But we won't get into that right now. But like I said, I'm doing real good. I've just been busy working and taking care of some stuff here at the house and all that things. But tonight I got a little bit of stuff to do. Not a lot. I got about 6 pages of things about Thanksgiving. I've been doing my little series on Thursdays about the Victorian era because that is one of my favorite eras to learn about and read some different things about it. But since it's Thanksgiving, I'm going to do what their meal was when they did Thanksgiving in Victorian era and when the first Thanksgiving and everything like that. And I do have a few pictures to go along with the thing tonight. Let's see here. Let me find my pictures right quick. If y'all don't mind, just when new people come into the channel, just welcome them a little bit, and I will get back to the chat. I'm going into the picture things here. Let's see here. The Victorian meal, the menu was similar to ours, but they had a little bit different things that they had. I mean, they did have turkey and dressing and all that, cranberry sauce and pumpkin pies. Let's see here. They sit down to eat minced meat pies, something like that. I guess that's how you say that word. Scalloped. And they had oysters and clams, plum pudding, and boiled onions. I don't know why in the world they want to boil an onion, but I wouldn't eat none of that stuff. Hey, buddy, hope you are doing well tonight. I'm doing pretty good, buddy. I just had to finish up a little bit on my lesson tonight so I wouldn't forget half my stuff. I'll show y'all what a plum pudding looks like. That is a plum pudding. I wouldn't eat it. You can see the plums caked up in there. Which it might be good, but I ain't never eat a plum, so I don't know what plum. And this is what that Victorian minced meat, whatever that stuff is. It don't look too good to me, but they must have liked it because they eat it. Here's a pie, same way, but it's like in little pie forms. That's just a little whole nother nasty. Hey there, guitar. I'm glad you come in, buddy. We're actually doing my Thanksgiving lesson tonight. And here's what the boiled onion looks like. I think I've got it. Nope, I didn't download it. Well, that's okay. But here's the oysters. And that's just, there's no way in this world I would eat that. Now that turkey looks pretty good. And this right here is some other Victorian dishes. I wouldn't know, some kind of peas with some kind of, look like pimento cheese, what it looks like. And there's some scallops or whatever. I don't know much about it. Look like it's gravy and noodles. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. Let's see here. Everyday guitar. Amy says mincemeat pie is delicious. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I would eat it. Almost looks like a fruit cake. The pudding did. Yeah, it looks about like it. It had plums caked all up in there. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. I appreciate you coming in. This meat has spice like cinnamon and nutmeg. Oh, okay. He said hi back to Vicky. So that's what some of the meal looks like. I think I've covered all the meals, yeah. And let's see here. For more than 2 centuries, days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by individual colonies and states. Never mind, y'all. It wasn't until the campaign effort of Sarah Hale, however, that convinced President Lincoln to declare Thanksgiving as a national holiday on October 3rd, 1863, and with the first national celebration on November 26th, 1863. So she went and talked to them about it, and they made it for November 26th. So that's how that got started as a national holiday for us. Hope was for Thanksgiving to be a time to give thanks and would help to heal the wounds of the nation from the devastation of the Civil War. Many of the traditions that started during the Victorian era celebration of this holiday. So that was, I have had mince pie that tastes good and some that didn't. Depends on how it's cooked. Oh, I imagine it probably would be good. I never really tried it, to be honest with you. I might find somebody that can try to cook me one and let me try it. Because I like cinnamon and I like nutmeg and I like meat. So I ain't never really tried it, to be honest with you. So I really can't say I would eat it or not. This is the picture of Sarah that actually went to Abraham Lincoln to talk to him about making it a national holiday. And that's when she was young, when she went to him back in the day. So, and she actually played a pretty good sized role in the history anyway, carried through today. People decorated their homes with pumpkins, turkey, and other fall and harvest items. Meals were had all together with the finest dish possible, and for some a children's table was created with bright decorations and games. even the tradition of Thanksgiving and football started to take shape in the 1890s, with sports rivals on a professional level become more common during this time. Today's Thanksgiving dinner menu is similar to this time, with turkey, cranberry sauce and stuffing, and pumpkin pies, potatoes, and other seasonal favorites. As some example, let's see who we got coming up here in the chat. Vicky says, I wonder when it was set up as a holiday. What I it the first national celebration was November 26, 1863. That's just what I read. But the very first time that they did it was 1621. It was in October. What is the original origin of Thanksgiving? It was I read somewhere the kids would dress in costumes too, but I don't remember what era for sure. Yeah, I probably read something like that, but I never did go too far in anything. I just went and picked up a few highlights. It says Americans commonly called it first Thanksgiving was celebrated by the Pilgrims after their first harvest in the New World in October 1621. The feast lasted for 3 days and was attended by 90 the Native Americans people and 53 pilgrims that once actually survived of the Mayflower, the ride over. So there was more than 53, but only 53 of them survived the boat ride. That was pretty impressive. I did reading all that and everything. Let's see. All right, I done went over all that. Little history about Sarah. She was an American writer. She was an editor of Godly Lady Books. She was the author of the nursery rhyme, Mary Had a Little Lamb. For the celebration of Americans holiday known as Thanksgiving, and for the completion of the Bunker Hill Monument. So she had some part into that and everything. Also, she was born October 24th, 1788 at Newport, New Hampshire. She died April 30th, 1879 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She had 5 children, and her husband was named David. She married. He was a lawyer when they got married, and he supported her in everything that she had did. Sadly, he died after only 9 years of marriage, leaving her as a widow with 5 children. She turned to poetry as a form of income. She's most famous book Sarah's most famous book, titled Poems for Our Children. That's what October 24th, my birthday. Oh, that's cool. Mine ain't too far after that. Mine's the 28th of October. That's pretty interesting there. And I do have some pictures of the few things that she has done. Let's see here. This is her grave marker. I'm not sure where she's buried at, but she's died in Pennsylvania, so I imagine it might be somewhere in there. I have to ask Matt to find out where it's at for me. She's got on there October 24th, 1788, died April 30th, 1879. And this is the Bunker Hill monument that she helped with. She also supported the construction of the George Washington's house. Well, she helped preserve George Washington's house, I should say. That's one at Mount Vernon. So she actually did a lot in the history. And she also supported other causes. She helped with the slavery stuff. She supported other causes, abolished slavery, freeing African Americans and sending them to Africa. Then I don't have the picture of that, and I don't have a picture of the Godly Lady's book. She became editor of that book, 1837. And I don't have a picture of that for y'all. Let's see here. And there's a few questions that was mostly asked. How was Thanksgiving celebrated in the 1800s? Thanksgiving was celebrated. The primary holiday tradition in the 1800s were going to church and eating a big meal. That's pretty much what we do now. And the other question was the first Thanksgiving in the 1800s? No, it was actually, first holiday it was, but in 1621, the Plymouth colonies and whatever the Indians called shared an autumn harvest feast that is acknowledged today as one of the first Thanksgiving celebrations in the colonies. For more than 2 centuries, Day of Thanksgiving were celebrated by individual colonies and states. So that was, it hadn't really became thing since 1863 when he actually made it as a national holiday. And this is what the picture looks like for the first Thanksgiving, for the harvest feast. And the last question that I was most asked, what was actually eaten at the first Thanksgiving? Well, back then, at that particular time, right there, it was like turkey, probably venison, seafood, and all of the vegetables that they had planted and harvested that year. Onions, carrots, beans, spinach, lettuce, and other greens. All right. There we go. So that's really all I have. It was a really short bit of stuff that I had to do. I really would have had more than that, but I got tired writing. I was getting a writer cramp and everything like that. I did put some things down in the descriptions for other channels that means a lot to me that I actually watch and try to follow every time. That I think I missed one or two, but I'll put them in the description next time. This coming Sunday, Joseph was going to be on the talk show with me for a little bit, and let's see. And for December 4th, I got Emmy. She's going to be coming on, and 18th would be David. I've not going to do anything for Christmas. I will probably around the 22nd or 23rd. It's just on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. I ain't going to do much of anything but just hang out here at the house and with my dad and my in-laws and the outlaws and all that stuff. So I do have a few other things I want to talk about. The Reef Network. I've been watching their stuff. It's a radio thing, but they do it on Facebook, and on Monday nights at 9 p.m. My friend Sherry, she's the host. It does Haunted Tales from the Old Rocking Chair. It's a good show. She does some good stories on that show. And Orion Effects podcast on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Howie and Rhonda, they both is the host for that show. And they talk about everything under the sun, paranormal, and whatever their topic is. And it's actually pretty good. But they're on Facebook most of the time. Let's see. Sunday before. Oh, this is Through the Lens with Brian and Lex. Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And 9 p.m. GMT. Whatever that is. They talk about a lot of different stuff too, also for the paranormal and everything else. So the Paracrew Podcast, Wednesday nights and Friday nights. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be Matt Lurker or Sarah and Mackenzie, Matt's wife. And they're ones for that show. I can't keep up with too much. And of course, mine's every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Host will be me, and I'll be on all three platforms. So I just wanted to remind everybody for that. I will try to put them in the description for next time to let everybody try to go and follow those. Talking about football and stuff, if I ain't mistaken, tomorrow, this awesome team right here, as Matt says, is supposed to be playing tomorrow. I think I have to check my calendar. Yeah, I think they play tomorrow at 4:30. They're playing the Giants. So, y'all it's going to be about one of the best games I think they beat the Giants one time. I'm not sure. I hadn't had a chance to watch too much football. And here's another picture that I forgot. Is $18.99 Victorian Thanksgiving dinner menu. I don't know if you can see it that good or not. It's got let's see, boiled potatoes, smashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, roasted young turkey, chip potatoes, some kind of white fish, boiled. Ooh, that's nasty. I tried boiled fish. It ain't too good. English plum pudding. I got pumpkin pie. Got the mince pie again. Apple pie. Milk, tea, and coffee. What happened to Dr. Pepper back in those days? That's in Chicago, Illinois. This one is from the Victorian era. Also, times have changed since then, and eating has become more of a secondary. Can you see that word? The modern Thanksgiving dinner must be good and well cooked. It must contain a variety of dishes, but they must be, I can't see that word, and have sauce and dressing and garnishment of the day. Ooh, oysters yet. Mock turtle soup. Sweet breads, boiled bass, potatoes, turkey stuffed with chestnuts, oyster, cranberry jelly, boiled breast of mallard duck, celery salad. I think this is what that is, with mayonnaise. Now we're talking. Mince pie, ice cream, and fruit. That's pretty interesting there. What's going on? Hey there, Ted. Man, I'm glad you come in. Big says hi to you. I put you in the description, Ted, for a shout out for channels. I didn't know if anybody can see that when I put that up there, but if you go down into the description, you'll see I put the YouTube channels that I watched the most, and there's still a few that I hadn't put on there. I hadn't had them wrote down on my paper, so I actually forgot them. But I will do it next time when I do my show. I'll put the other ones down in the descriptions also. Let's see. I want to. I know I'm lagging a little bit myself. I'm really don't know what else to talk about, not unless y'all have anything. Normally, I would be talking up a storm, but I remember our Thanksgiving tradition when I was growing up. My mama, she would be cooking when we get up out of bed in the morning. She'll done have the turkey in the oven, done had that thing started. And it'll be ready by that evening. Get ready to eat at nighttime, and then she'll have a turkey and gravy and big old cat head biscuits. And she'll have dressing, but at that time I didn't eat the dressing. I didn't like it. But now I can eat it a little bit. I'm not a big fan, but I can eat just a little bit, and I don't like cranberry sauce whatsoever. That's just nasty. I remember that, every year we couldn't wait till Thanksgiving because my mom, she can cook the best turkey, and that thing will be juicy inside, and then she always saved me that little bit of that juice that she cooked in that butter that cooked out of the turkey and all that stuff. What she didn't put in the gravy to make her gravy with, she always saved me some, and I like to dip my turkey down in it and eat it. And that was pretty good. Of course, I eat the gravy too and eat my biscuit. So that's what I remember from my childhood. Now we just eat wherever we can find a piece of turkey at. I think we're going to Cracker Barrel tomorrow and get a plate with just one little slice of turkey, one little slice of ham, and about a teaspoon of gravy. But I guess it is what it is. It's a good thing I don't have a whole turkey cooked because I'll have that thing down to the bone in 2 days. Especially if it looked like that right there. Now, that bad boy looks good. I can eat all that turkey. I like the skin on the turkey. My mom, she used to get the skin a little bit harder where it won't be so flabby for me. And boy, I tore that thing up. Same way with chicken. If I eat chicken, I like to have my skin still on my chicken. That's the only thing I eat pretty much. That little bit of piece of chicken that's it, and then I throw the rest of it away. My mom, she used to get mad at us, saying, "Y'all wasting it." Do y'all remember any of y'all's old Thanksgiving meals y'all had back when y'all was growing up or whatever? I'm going to Denny's tomorrow, then Friday, family dinner at my daughter's. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're gonna go Cracker Barrel, I guess, tomorrow and get ours and eat. My wife's got to get some people for her work a plate, and I might get me a plate to bring home to eat later tomorrow night, but I don't know. I might fix something here for me to eat tomorrow. She'll be at work and I'll be here by myself, so I'll fix me something. I got some hot dogs and I think I might go build me a fire and roast me a hot dog outside or something if the wind ain't blowing. Everybody else is on tonight anyway. That's how come we don't have that many people in here. I know Sarah and Lurker and them's on tonight also. I do have a book right here. This is what some of the thing. I've got another book that says the Victorian era is for American is a little bit later than what it was. I remember my mom baking the day before, then food on Thanksgiving. Oh yeah. I remember my mom made us some apple pies, homemade fried apple pies. That's one of my favorites. I don't really like the apple pie, the big pie pan type. I don't like that. I like mine fried on top of the stove, old timey way. Is the best fried apple pies I could ever think of. My mom used to make me a bunch of them when we was growing up. That was the best thing I ever had. Now I wish to have one. I don't know how to make them, so I guess I can do research and find out how to make them, and I can probably try. But this is one of the books that one of my friends gave me when I worked at the golf course. It's not the real one. It's not the original. It's just a reprint of some of the items back in the day. But it's the Sears and Roebuck catalog, 1902 edition. You can tell it's a little old, but this is printed in the 60s, so it's not. My grandma fried apple pies also in cast iron skillets. Yeah, that's the way my mom did it. Them things so good. They so good they make you slap your mama. That's one of my favorite pies. Oh yeah. Yeah, you had some good eating food. Keep getting notifications over on my phone. Let's see here. We got 2 people from the YouTube channel watching. We got 2 thumbs up from the Paracrew Network side. Yeah, I like I said though, I do have a few other things from next week's show. We're going back to the morning areas now, and since this was Thanksgiving, I wanted to do a Thanksgiving show. I wanted to do it tomorrow, but I haven't thought that everybody will be with our families and stuff, so I didn't do one tomorrow. And homemade noodles. Oh yeah. I would love to have some good homemade cooked food again that I didn't have to cook, because every time I cook, I don't feel like eating it. I used to be a big spaghetti eater. My mama fixed spaghetti, boy, that thing will be gone before she even sat down. Now I cook my own spaghetti, and it's just not the same. I just don't feel like eating it after I get it fixed. That's some crazy stuff. But next week for our Victoria show, I will go through this book right here and get some things out and take some pictures of them and put them on here. And then when I'll find out some stuff to go with that, and we will try to make a show out of it, or we'll just make a picture show. And I'll probably bring on a guest or something there, and we'll talk about some different items out of the book and stuff like that. I can put some pictures up here and things like that, and we can do all that stuff. Then I'm going to probably start talking about a little bit about Abraham Lincoln during that Victorian era. He's not my favorite president, but my favorite president is Ronald Reagan, but he was the president when I was born. so I really don't know too much about him. But I do have a old Western movie that Ronald Reagan plays in. It was pretty interesting. I didn't know it until that one day I was watching it, and I thought, that looks like him, and evidently it was. I went back and looked into the title and stuff on the back of the box, and it said Ronald Reagan. I thought, now that's awesome. Well, I'm going to take a quick break right quick. Then we'll get into some more chats, and I will try to see if I can get somebody to pop up in a minute, and we'll talk for a few minutes, and then I'm going to close everything out, and then we'll go. Then I'll go get ready for my Sunday show. So here's a little quick break. I thank y'all for watching.
Keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one till it's done, do or die, me and you. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. Got props non-stop and mad love for you. Rising up like the moon, elevating the mood, uplifting attitudes, cause that's what we choose to do. And I don't know about you, but there's enough negativity going around with plenty room to improve. Yes, sometimes we collide with stress and negativity. We always let it slide. It's an elevated vibe, so fly. We touch the sky every time we ride. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive. You know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one till it's done, do or die, me and you. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive. You know how we do. Big up to this crew. Got props non-stop and mad love for you. Now roll back time. Tell me what you find. You're gonna see the same sucker MCs on the sidelines. In the fourth quarter when it's do or die time. That's when this crew is inclined to go prime time. From day one straight till it's done. But you all know full well that we only just begun. Yeah. We stick together, one for all for.
It's been coming up like sun above. It's making us come together. Been making plans and joining hands. Come by me, stand and come together. When they know we've had enough, they'll try and call our bluff. But no, there's no stopping us. We're making a promise. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. They say we're weak when we don't speak, but they don't see us come together. Behind closed doors, we choose love, not war. It's at our core when we come together. They will hear us loud and clear. We'll walk right through the fear, and then once we'll all appear and say, we're standing right here, come on. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh.
Okay, welcome back, y'all. Vicky said, yeah, he was an actor before president. Oh yeah, he's one of my favorites. I actually got a picture of him on my refrigerator in there. Him and his wife standing with somebody else, some Chinese or Japanese guy, Vietnamese guy, or somebody. I wonder when sweet potatoes became a Thanksgiving dish. I don't know. I hadn't seen that, but I will uh, look into it and I'll send you a message about it. Uh, I did read that the Indians when they made they didn't have like cornbread and they didn't have corn on the cob like we do here. They took the corn off the cob and they grind it all up and then they put molasses in it. I don't know if they cooked it or they just eat it like that, but boy, that would be a choke you, wouldn't it? Needs more than creek water to wash that down. That's what I read a little bit ago before I did uh, all that. But yeah, I'm gonna probably try to do Abraham Lincoln from his time of starting into the not into the president, but before then when he was younger, when he was a lawyer and stuff, and then go all the way through his death and the funeral, because that's what I'm more interested in into the funeral part when his train and his hearse that they specially made just for him and stuff like that. My grandma fried and sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving. Then she made sweet potato pies for Christmas. Oh, I love sweet potato pies. One of my other favorite pies is more than sweet potatoes and pumpkin pies is butternut squash pie. I never would think I would eat anything that had the word squash in it, but that is so good. It'll make your babies born naked. It's so good. Was Lincoln born in Illinois or Indiana? He was born in Illinois, I believe. That was his hometown. That's where they took him back to on the train. They stopped at every major city between the White House all the way up to his burial place. I would love to go to the White House and investigate. One of the presidents said his wife said that they seen Abraham Lincoln and the Queen that stayed at the White House at one time. She said that she opened up the door and saw Abraham Lincoln standing there. That would be awesome. I couldn't remember which state. Yeah, he was, I believe he was born in Illinois, and I think he took him back to Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, where he was from. We're going to try to do a whole session on him. One of my favorite presidents, older ones, is George Washington. Of course, he was the Revolutionary War general stuff, and there is so much stuff to find out about him. I always want to go to the Mount Vernon anyway. I think that will be an awesome place to go to. I done erased a picture, but that'll be a good trip to go to. I believe I heard Kennedy was seen there also. Probably so. I've hadn't heard much about Kennedy. I would like to go down there where he got shot at and do an investigation, EVP work or something else. I think that would be pretty cool. I always want to go to Ford's Theater to see if I can find stuff about, take my little recorder and spirit box and the K2 and of course, my cameras. I would love to take all that stuff and do a all-night investigation in the Ford's Theater. That would be so awesome to see what we can get on recorder and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Like I said, I always want to go to the White House and investigate that. One of these days we're gonna get called up and come to the White House. I hope that's my goal. Let's see here. I don't know if my cousin is up for coming up on here tonight or not. I hadn't seen her in the chats. Normally she would try to she'll message me. I talked to her a little bit today, but I didn't think about asking her if she wanted to come on the show tonight. Let's see. Truman's being seen in his library in Minneapolis. Oh yeah, I bet that would be kind of fun. Happy Thanksgiving from the whole family to yours. Appreciate that, David. Same thing to you, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving to you and to your family also. I appreciate it, buddy. I got my Cowboys hat on today. I'm supporting them for tomorrow. I hope they win. Which I got my Cowboys blanket right here also. So I got it over my legs because it's a little chilly in here. Tomorrow I'll probably have my hat on, have my hoodie on, Cowboys hoodie. Heck yeah, buddy. That's right. Can't forget about my Cowboys. Happy Thanksgiving, David, Vicky says. Yeah, I can't wait till the game tomorrow. I won't be able to get to see the game, but I'll catch up on the highlights. I normally check in on it when they're playing. I can only see the scores, but I did download the Cowboys app on my TV on the Roku. I'm gonna see if the games will come on it. I hope it does. I think it just mainly talks about the team and the players and stuff like that. But I hope it's I can catch the games. If Chiefs play tomorrow, they win. Yeah, I don't know who I was playing tomorrow. I did see the Cowboys playing. I didn't get to see everybody, the whole football thing. Also, the Carolina Tar Heels playing the State tomorrow. I do believe. I got to go for my Tar Heels, though. I can't go for State. I like college more than I do professional anyway. College is a little bit more competitive, and it's not about the money. Pros, it's all about the money. If they don't get the right amount of money, they ain't gonna perform right, stuff like that. But I love my Cowboys though. I think I started pulling for them early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And I've been for them ever since. My favorite player was Emmitt Smith. I've got tons of his cards. And then when the Carolina Panthers came out, I liked those for a little bit. But after they got rid of their first quarterback, Kerry Collins, I never cared for him then. But I always, my favorite team was the Cowboys, but I only pulled for that team because of the quarterback. I wished he could have went somewhere else besides to the Panthers when they first started. You got anything going on, David, for Thanksgiving? I know we're getting ready to go to Cracker Barrel tomorrow to eat, but we got to get there pretty early because it normally packs up with older people that don't have families to go to, that don't travel, or they can't travel or something other. They normally go and get filled up pretty fast. So most time we try to get there just about before the time they open up so we can get there on time and get us a good seat. Last year we had to wait for about almost an hour and a half just to get a seat. Next, I'm at when I was about 13 or 14. Okay, that's cool. I ain't met no I have met a few race car drivers in my day. Ward Burton, the little guy that talked funny when he was racing, I met him in person. I met Phil Ford, one of the Carolina Tar Heels people. I think he's some type of coach now. I met him in person. I had his autograph. There ain't too many people I've actually met in person, but I got to see my favorite baseball player last year when I went to play the Braves. Bo Bichette plays for the Blue Jays. They played against the Braves in Atlanta, Georgia, and me and my buddy went down there. I was for the Jays and he was for the Braves, and they got beat all 3 games that they played that little series. That was a good game. That was my first Major League Baseball game that I've ever been to. I've been to a couple little minor league games here. And that's where I live. That's been back in the early 90s when I went there. I only been to one of the new games at the new stadium twice since then. That was pretty cool. The old stadium before they built the new BB&T stadium down there in town, it was their stadium was Ernie Shorefield. He played for Boston Red Sox back in the 1800s, early 1900s. That was pretty cool also. I don't know where everybody's at. Everybody must have got something going on tonight. Normally I have about 5, 6 in here talking. Any other traditions that you can think of, Vicky, that y'all did when you was growing up, or y'all still do now? Just carried on out the tradition. I carry on eating. I eat when I was growing up, and I still eat. I don't do no cooking. My favorite is Christmas. Get to try a bunch of different foods. I just I worked at the sports complex in KC when I was 17. I met football and baseball players. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, everybody's going live tonight, so they can have tomorrow off. Just got a notification that Howie Odell dude does the Orion Effects show. He's going live tonight. I think he's at work though. He normally does his while he's standing there at work. On his downtime, I guess. I might tune into him here in a little bit. Christmas dinners seem like they took forever to cook. Yeah, I remember when we was real little, when my grandma was still living. We used to gather up at her house, and my mom, she had 9 other sisters and 1 brother. Well, 8 other sisters and 1 brother. There was 10 of them all together, and we used to gather up there pretty much about every holiday, Easter and Christmas and Thanksgiving, eat with my grandma. And after she passed away, the Thanksgiving pretty much fell out. Then we all still got together at Christmas at my aunt's house, and Christmas of 99, that's when I ended up in the hospital, and I didn't get to have Christmas with them, and that was the last Christmas we had at that aunt's house. And then they went to my other aunt's house and had Christmas for a couple years. And then quit that one. And then we went to my other ones for a couple years, and now it's just all faded out. All of them almost about died out. I think but 4 of them left. So my family on my mom's side don't never get together now. If they do, we don't never get asked, but that's okay. And on my dad's side, all of them lives in Virginia, and actually we're the only one that lives out here in North Carolina, so we don't have no family out here to go eat with. And I go to my wife's, my dad, and he's invited to come with us. So we go over to my outlaws and eat and have a good time with them. Play Dirty Santa. A few other things we do. Get a few Christmas presents from everybody and things like that. And get to see my 3 nieces this year, all 3 of them. I can't wait. Get all that good Christmas food. But I do remember that when we used to be at my grandma's house and eat, everybody would bring a covered dish, but with food in it, not just a covered dish, but with food in it. And we always had plenty of food, and everybody would be taking leftovers back home with them or take somebody else's food back home with them. I remember because we just lived right across the yard from my grandma. All my mom's siblings have passed, and there's only 3 left of my dad's left. But they're scattered all over. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. That's the way ours is, scattered too, so it's kind of hard to get together with all of them. When we always lived right there, right in the doorstep of my grandma in the old house, and she lived in a mobile home, and we'd be there at Christmas time, and I don't know if y'all remember the Amos and Andy movies, the movies, the old. Our favorite one was Check and Double Check. Me and my dad, we always sneak away from Christmas party, and go out there to the house. And we put that movie and we watch it every year. That was like mine and my dad's tradition. We can't have that tradition now because we don't have it on DVD. We got it's on cassette tape. VHS, and we don't have a VCR that works halfway decent. So I gotta find it on DVD one of these days and get back in that tradition while I still got my dad with me. I remember that. Well, we was real little. We was probably 8, 9 years old. I think we started that little tradition around I was 5. I love Amos and Andy. That's one of my favorite shows, and it had to be black and white. It couldn't be colored. It had to be black and white, or it just wasn't the same. That's one of the things I remember growing up and everything. And I remember when we had Easter at my grandma's house, my mom and them, my aunts and them, they would dye eggs, and then we hide Easter eggs. Somehow everybody else would find theirs, or our bucket never did get filled up. I guess that's the reason why I don't like deviled eggs or anything now, because we eat eggs all the time when we was playing hiding Easter eggs. Mom and them used to get mad at us because we come back and our bucket be but just the egg holes. We eat the eggs, and they had to go dye some more. Time they got done, dried and everything, they'll go hide them. We go back and find them and eat them up again. I wouldn't eat that now to save my life. I can't stand a boiled egg. Don't really like deviled eggs anymore just because of that reason. I used to be big on deviled eggs. I don't know. I'm probably going to get off of here in a little bit. I'm going to send my cousin an invite right quick, see if she pops up. If she don't, that's okay. I'll give her the opportunity to pop on. We always watch It's a Wonderful Life movie, Christmas Eve. My kids do it with grandkids now. Yeah, that's cool. Hey there. She may be cooking. Yeah, she could be. I would love to go pop up one night and let them not knowing that I'm coming and show up and surprise them. I remember we used to go to my grandpa's when he was alive in Virginia for Christmas. But he always have us a bag of goodies, what we always called it, a little brown bag, paper sack. He'll have some few different nuts in there, and apple and orange, and maybe a banana, some candy canes, and some of that old timey candy. It looks like it's all I don't know what you call it. It's in like a wavy form, little got like peppermint and all different little flavors from the old days, I call it. And that was about the best thing that we've got that I can remember. We used to go see them all the time. And with a fork and a knife in hand. Oh, yeah. Ribbon candy. That's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, both of y'all got it right. You and David, I was thinking on the same page. Hey, there she is. Bootsie, how you doing? I put your channel name down in the description a while ago to give you a shout out. I'm in the kitchen making casseroles. Okay. I'm not too big on casseroles. I'd rather take. Yeah, I was wondering where you was at. I hadn't saw you in a while. I saw one of your videos. Somebody posted in the comments said that you was traveling or something other, and I thought, well, she might want to be on because she's driving or traveling or something other. But I'm making sweet potato casserole now. I can eat that kind of casserole. Hey, if you get a chance, make you a butternut squash pie. Or you talking about something that'll slap your mama good. Now that's slap your mama good. I'm working double time because of the short week. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean by a short week. This is my long week this week. I got to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 12-hour days. God, I hate that. No, I travel for my job. I do home health, physical therapy. Okay, yeah, my wife, she did home health there for a while. And then she finally got hooked up with this, with the hospital. She works at I call it a mental hospital, where they take all the mental patients and stuff like that. I drive about 100 miles a day to different houses. Yeah, she did also, but there's a lot of wear and tear on the car and everything, and I couldn't keep tires on it. She drove them things off. Yeah, she's a registered nurse with her bachelor's degree in nursing and science. Yep, I got it. That's cool. I get it. My bad. I can't even read. Yeah, I like to be in one spot, especially with gas. Yeah, the gas is a big, big problem right now. She went to some lot of places that I didn't care for her to go. My husband is a truck driver. Sometimes I think I should get my CDLs and team with him. Yeah. I was thinking about getting mine, but I'm too old for that now. I would. That'd be a good job, though. A lot of responsibilities to drive a truck, that's for sure. Gas is $2.99 a gallon here. Here where I live at is $3.49, something like that. But we always have high gas prices here in North Carolina. The diesel fuel is $5 and something over here. I don't know if it's like it everywhere else, but that's a pretty good little chunk of change. But it's going to get better someday, I hope. I'm going to try to it's $2.99 here in Alabama. Yeah, it's $3 something right here in North Carolina. It's like anywhere from $3.39 to $3.49, somewhere in that time frame. It's crazy. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Plus, around the holidays, with sheets here, they did drop their unleaded gas down to $1.99. I don't know for how long, but I noticed the other day when I stopped at Sheets, you couldn't stare at a place with a stick. I mean, the gas tanks were full, and they got about 10 to 15 gas pumps out there, and every one of them was full, and cars sitting behind them waiting to get gas. What kind of family tradition do y'all do when y'all was growing up, Bootsie? That's what we're talking about right now, doing old family traditions. If you're still doing them now when you growed up and moved away and got married and stuff. I still do my tradition. I like to eat. Have somebody make y'all a butternut squash pie. It tastes just like pumpkin pie. It tastes like sweet potato pie. You really can't tell the difference. But throw you a big old scoop of brown sugar on top of it. Get you a bite full of sugar every time you eat a bite of it. God, that's so good. It's so good your tongue will slap your brains to death. I do remember some things that we did when we was for other holidays. Husband's family eats different, so I don't make what I grew up on for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah, that's the same way with me and my wife. She don't like salmon cakes, which is what we eat when I was growing up. But my mom always makes make a pan of gravy out of the juice come out of the can of salmons and make some biscuits, because we call it fish cakes and gravy. She thinks that's so nasty. We had a pretty tradition Thanksgiving dinner, but we didn't have macaroni and cheese or dressing. Didn't have. Oh, yeah. For Christmas, my mom made a ham and cabbage rolls. Okay. I love me some good collard greens. Get me some pintos and collard greens and cornbread and either some fatback or some hog jaw or some kind of ham. That's so good. I like macaroni and cheese, not a lot, but it's pretty good. I don't know when I go somewhere to eat, and if they got the same things that I've made, I don't eat it because I can make it at the house. I get something that looks good. Besides, I just can't do casseroles, and I can't do any kind of salad like pasta salad, tuna salad, macaroni salad, and all that stuff. I can't do that. That's just so gross. And casserole, I can't stand chicken casserole, turkey casserole, but I can eat sweet potato casserole. I can eat that. I know it ain't the same, but still, I can eat it. I like that good country greasy food like gravy and biscuits and pintos and cornbread with some kind of meat. Hog jaw is my favorite. That's my favorite kind of meat. I can't wait till New Year's. That's another thing. Me and my wife is different on the New Year's meal. I'm not too big on black-eyed peas, but I can eat the green stuff, and I can eat which we always cook cabbage, boil some cabbage. That's what we always eat for our green stuff. And then my mom always fixes cornbread and hog jaw. God, I can tear that hog jaw up. She can't never fix enough for us when she was cooking it. She had to buy like 3 or 4 big chunks of it and get it sliced up. And she'll have a big old bowl about bigger than the pot that she cooked the pintos in. Time I hit the table, me and my dad, and I don't know if my brother eat any of it or not, but you talking about good now, that's good. Wow. Have you ever tried hog jaw? It is awful. It is good. You can, if you put it in a pan and put it in the oven and bake it like that, it'll cook out all the grease quicker, all the fatty grease, and you dip it out and put it on a paper towel and soak all the rest of it up. And then you get you some other stuff and whatever you want to eat it with it. And God, that stuff's so good. I like turnip greens or creasy greens, whatever you want to call them. which I forgot to get some this year. They done got too big, done got too old, and ain't no good now. Done started blooming out. Them creasy greens has. My mom and them used to fix us some what they call wild lettuce. You can go out in the wild. It looks like dandelions, but instead of growing out like dandelions, it grows up. And there's two kinds of it. Now, the only strange meat that I have had would be by. Oh, I ain't never had that. You had to try some. Go to the store and get it and slice it up and put it in the oven and cook it that way. It's good. You can fry it on top of the stove too, but it throws grease everywhere and pop and slap like bacon does. I can't stand bacon grease everywhere. That's pretty good. Hog jaw is really good. Thinking back all the things my mom and them used to eat when they was growing up, I'd rather have the hog jaw. I like greens, but I never had them, heard of them till I moved to the South. Yeah, we're big down here with that stuff. My mama, she used to fix the greens like that. She'll put them in the pot and boil them down after she get them picked and washed and cleaned. And she'll put them in the pot and let them boil down all day long. That's a stinking smell, but boy, they are good to eat. And then she'll get it out and drain all the water off of it and squeeze it out real good. And she'll put salt to it. Then she'll mix salt in with it and get it all salted up. And then she put her some grease in a frying pan in an iron skillet. And then she'll cook it in some grease, and get it flavored up. That is some good eatings. I used to eat it after she got the salt in it before she even put it in the frying pan. She'd have a big old ball about the size of a basketball. And before she even gets in the pan, I done had over half of it. She used to get so mad at me. I used to sneak around while she wasn't looking when she was washing her hands or something other. And I used to sneak around the corner of the kitchen door there and grab me a handful and took off and run, and she'd be hollering at me. She used to get mad when I did that. I miss those days. Same way with hog jaw wheels. I used to sneak around there and get me a handful of it off the plate that she had it sitting on. She used to get so mad. She said, "I ain't fixing no more." I don't like cornbread either. I'd rather have just a piece of Italian bread or a roll. Oh, I gotta have cornbread. Cornbread makes everything good. I like rolls too. I like it all, but cornbread's my favorite. And homemade biscuit like my mama used to make. God, my dad, that is so being missed right now. I can make bread. It don't look like my mama did, but it tastes pretty good. But you have to hurry up and eat it while it's still hot. If it starts getting a bit cold, it's like eating cinder blocks. You can play hockey with one of them. I mean, that's how hard they get. And I do the same thing just like my mama did. And I can't make gravy. I tried one morning. I got up and I thought, well, I'm going to fix up some gravy. I was going to surprise my wife making breakfast that morning. Done got my bacon fried. Done got my eggs all fixed. Done got my bread made. I was making the gravy. Lord, that stuff made us sick. I ain't fixed none since then. That's been about a little over a year or two ago. I don't know what I did wrong, or I did like everybody told me to, and we both got sicker than 3 dogs off of that. I asked my wife the other day, and did she want me to make gravy? She said, nope. Before I even got it out of my mouth, she said no. She wants to get sick right now. I like Jiffy cornbread. I do. My wife, she likes it too. I think it's just a little bit too sweet for me. Just think though, if we was living back in the time when the first Thanksgiving, when they had corn, they didn't have like corn on the cob like we did. They took it off and they mashed it all up and grind it all up, I should say, and then they mixed it with molasses. Now that would be choky. There ain't enough Dr. Pepper in the world to push that down. Of course, you know I'm a big Dr. Pepper person, so I had to have about one of them old-timey 3 liters. Yeah, it's something else, that's for sure. Well, you can laugh out loud. Yeah, that's. I don't think that creek water that they've been drinking back in them days will have enough strength to push all that down. The eyeballs get bigger than silver dollars while you're trying to eat that. That'd be something about what the Three Stooges would try to do. Curly. That's my other favorite show. I love the Three Stooges. My wife, she thinks I'm crazy. She don't like it. She thinks they're stupid. But I think they're just hilarious, funny. Kills me every time I watch them. I can watch the same one 10,000 times back to back. Rewind it, play it, rewind it, play it. And I laughed just as hard that last time I did the first time I watched it. And she looks over at me and looks at me like I was crazy, like she can slap me for laughing. Have you tried the? No, I'm strictly the original. I don't like when they mess up my drink. That's something that they shouldn't even thought about messing up is the Dr. Pepper. They can mess up anything else. I used to can drink like 7-Up and all that white colored pop, but when I was in the hospital, they had to mix all this medicine up with different flavored drinks. I can't stand Gatorade. That is so nasty. I'd rather drink pond water than drink Gatorade. They have messed Gatorade up for me. I used to drink it pretty good. But all that medication that I had when I was in the hospital to where they run the light in me and the dyes and all that stuff they had mixing in Gatorade. I can just look at the Gatorade bottle empty and it makes me sick. 7-Up, same way. I can't stand 7-Up and Sprite. I can smell it and it turns my stomach. I remember my dad used to buy that hot ginger ale. You drink swallow of that stuff will burn all the way down. I mean, it about rip your throat plumb out of your body. I don't know if you can find it anymore. I would love to get him a bottle or two of that for Christmas, but I don't know where you can find it at. Right now, I'm actually drinking caffeine-free Pepsi because I didn't have no more Dr. Pepper's cold. I was saying something to her a while ago. I forgot now what it was. Well, we made 9:45. What's y'all's favorite drink? I remember when Pepsi came out with that clear Pepsi and didn't have the color in it. That was nasty. That was very, very nasty. It didn't taste like real Pepsi. It tastes like water with a bunch of little fuzzy bubbles in it. I hate that I went through all the content that I had for the show tonight, but I thought I had done more than that, but I guess I had to fill up a 5-subject notebook just to have a 2-hour show. I've had like 6 pages of notes and stuff I was doing for tonight's show, but I went through it pretty quick. Had some pictures. I thought I had more than that, but maybe one of these days when I get my green screen figured out, which I've got it right here, but I don't know how to get it in here. I was talking to Matt one day about it, and he said mess with my settings, but I don't know what settings he's talking about. So I'll have to get hooked up with him one day and try to talk to him about it. Oh, you like Coke Zero? I like that too. Pepsi's got a zero out too. I ain't never tried the Dr. Pepper Zero. Ginger ale, cans dry. I like that. I remember that's what my mom and them always bought us when the New Year's thing. My dad, he'll always get one of them. Well, he'll drink something over where my aunt and them had that kids weren't supposed to have. And then she'll always buy us one of those little bitty bottles of ginger ales, Canada Dry ones. I remember that. We was little. We was probably 4 or 5 years old, 6, 3 or 4 or 5, somewhere like that. I miss all those old holidays that we grew up with. Easter was pretty good. I liked Easter. We eat so much Easter eggs that they started going in plastic eggs after they caught on to what we was doing with the real eggs when they dyed them. And then they have on the news say you ain't supposed to eat dyed eggs because the dyes hurt you. I thought, well, that's too late because we done eat about 4 or 5 dozen. We used to get in trouble doing that. Mom and all of them used to get mad at us for eating all of our Easter eggs. And they went to the plastic eggs, and they wasn't so fun. They didn't have nothing in them. They broke open, didn't have no money in them, didn't have no candy, couldn't eat them. Sorry, phone died laughing out loud. Oh, you're good. You good. I was wondering where you was at, though. I didn't know. I thought, well, we got down to one person, so I was going to end up getting ready to get off of here. But no, it's all good. I got two from the crossover, so that will be y'all two that's in here right now. Walmart open tomorrow for a change. Oh, really? Ours normally is open on Thanksgiving, first part of the day. Then they'll close about, I don't know, around about 4 or 5. That's what they normally do here. But they could change. I don't know. They weird anyway. We get about 2 weeks off for Christmas this year at my work. We get out the 19th and don't go back till January 3rd. I ain't never had that much Christmas off. When I worked at the golf course, we only had one day closed, and that was Christmas Day. They made hot ginger ale in South Carolina. Yeah, my dad used to get some from somebody. I don't know how he got it or where he got it from, but I remember drinking some of that, and boy, that stuff burnt all the way down. I like to get him a couple bottles of it for Christmas. Take him back to old days when we used to get it. Next time when I go to Myrtle Beach, we might see if I can find him some. All this talking about eating is making me hungry. Yeah, when I worked at the golf course, we only had you get Thanksgiving a half a day because we had to go in and mow the greens and get everything ready. And then we had to do a few other little details that then I asked because they're starting to shrink wrap all the stuff and put it out in the middle of the aisles. The employees told me they close tomorrow and they will open Friday at 6 a.m. Okay. Oh, they're getting ready for that Black Friday stuff. That's what it is. That will be another thing that I will never do again in my entire life. We went to town. Me and my wife was dating at the time. And we left her aunt's house for Thanksgiving. And we went to Walmart there. And there was cop at every aisle, I think they had the whole police force there. And every little section where they had things packed up when they was getting ready for the Black Friday sale, cops standing there, MTVs. If me and my wife hadn't got out of the way that day, we would have got trampled. I mean, as soon as that man cut that plastic off all them TVs that day, and he said, go, they was gone just in a split second. I bet you there was about 200 TVs on top of that pallet, and they was gone. Black Fridays are crazy. Yes. I never thought in my million years that I would go to a Black Friday sale, and we went that day, and I said that was my first and last, and I'll never do it again. And I hadn't. That's been 2012, 2013, somewhere like that. Because we got married in 14. Yeah, it was 2012 or 2013 when that happened. And it wasn't going to happen no more. And people fighting over that stuff. I mean, you grab one, somebody else wanted it, and you better be knowing you're getting some knuckle sandwiches over top of your noggin. Did you hear about shooting in Virginia Walmart last night? No, really? Huh. I don't hear nothing. I was out last night. When I got home and got my shower took, I was out. I went and laid down. I try to watch some of my videos like ones I posted on in the description. I try to watch some of those videos. I couldn't do it. Couldn't stay up long enough to hold out. I was so tired. We were so slow yesterday at work that I was riding around finding some stuff to do just to keep myself busy. And I think that wore me out more than actually working hard. 7 dead, several injured. Oh, really? There goes more gun controls. It's getting hard now. It's going to be where people can't even hunt no more. And people is making it hard for everybody else to do anything. And then we had to sit back and listen at them fuss and gripe over, oh, you can't do this, we can't do that. Well, it's because y'all won't done it. Yeah, they had black ribbon on the front door when I went. That is so crazy. I mean, seriously. See, that's another thing. The black ribbon, when somebody passes away like that, they always put black ribbons on everything. We did when we had firefighters died when I was a firefighter. It was a manager too. Okay. I'll keep them in my prayers and everything. Night manager had employees meeting, pulled out handgun, started shooting. Night manager had employees meeting, pulled out a handgun, started shooting. That's one hell of a meeting. Dang, that's crazy right there. Not be afraid to go do our pre-shift meeting out at work. We have to have a meeting every morning we go into work. Every morning. Don't matter if it's nothing changed. Still got to have a meeting. He had worked there 12 years. That's just, I don't know. I don't understand. If he didn't like his employees, he should have quit. That's all that was. He didn't like somebody. He just said, forget it. That's crazy though. I mean, seriously, I never heard anything about it, never seen anything on Facebook or nothing like that. Gotta keep your eyes open and stay alert at all times. Yeah, I need to teach my wife how to shoot, get her familiar with stuff like that. See, that goes back to the home health thing when she was doing it. I didn't like for some of the places that they send her to. I mean, this is the rough neck of town. I mean, I wouldn't even be caught there in daylight, much less at nighttime. And that's when she worked in the evenings. I never cared for when she went to that job. Four kids shot at schools this morning in PA. See, I figured they would have been out for Thanksgiving. We've been out for Thanksgiving ever since Monday, I guess, or Friday of last week. They normally get out for about 5-6 days for Thanksgiving here where I live at. Christmas, same way. We used to get out 3 or 4 days early before Christmas. Yeah, I know, but sometimes people get to know you and they won't let other folks mess with you sometimes. Yeah, I just didn't like some of the places that she went. No school here. Yeah. Yeah, some of the places they sent her was really, really sketchy. That's only. I'm really glad that she finally landed this job. It's, I mean, it's actually a pretty stable place, even though it is at a mental hospital, but they do have techs, there that can wrestle them down and stuff like that when they get out of hand. So my wife and them can give them the shots to calm them down, stuff like that. But wow, I didn't hear that, Biggie. I didn't either. I didn't hear about the Walmart one either. That's right close to my cousin them in Virginia, probably. I don't know what part of Virginia, but they live around in Roanoke area. There was a 14-year-old boy here that shot 2 people in their home Sunday night. Good gracious. They can't charge him with capital murder because he juvenile. However, he has been in trouble with a gun before this past summer, so I don't know what will happen. Oh, that's crazy. That just about make me don't want to do no traveling. I still want to go to DC and do the White House. I was got to think about it the other day. I've been to the museum in DC where all the Civil War museum and stuff like that's in, the history. But I saw the Vietnam helicopter that flew Vietnam there, and a World War II thing in the museum there, and that was it. I didn't get to see the Civil War. I saw the Prince thing after he died. He was up the next day up there, had his guitar and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been afraid to get out of my car sometimes. Oh, yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah, I worked with hospice for 8 years. So many families fighting when passing be dangerous. Yep, sure is. Sure is. Well, I never did get to go to the Civil War part. You know, I'm crazy about the Civil War. Never got to go in that part of the museum. I think my next job will be the security guard at the Museum of National History in Washington, D.C. I think that will be so awesome. Yep, gangs. That's the biggest kicker right there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get off here and go find me something to eat. Talk about all this food and make me a little hungry. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. If y'all don't mind, just check and see if you can see your name in the description on YouTube there. I'll check it myself also right here just to see if my phone downloads quick enough. We'll check it. I'll have to check it when. Oh yeah, it's in there. Yeah, it's in there. So I appreciate it, y'all. I did an investigation in Grove Springs. Resident had mounds in backyard and field from the Civil War battle. That is so awesome. Sure enough, so awesome. One of these days, I will get to do a Civil War battlefield or something has tied to the Civil War investigation. Like I said, I love them. John, have you watched Turn Marston? I think it's in A&E. It was on Netflix. I hadn't. I will check it out. That's for sure. Like I said, though, I hadn't watched too much stuff on Netflix lately. I did watch some of the 28 Days horror or whatever it was. I did watch some of that. They had a lot of residual apparition day and night. That's cool right there. if you like anything horror like that, it's on Netflix. 28 Days of Horror or something like that. Go check it out. The one that they're doing in Madison, North Carolina, the Charlie Lawson thing, that is my family on my mom's side. It's actually they've been plays written about it. There have been people doing the plays and everything like that. It's pretty wild. I mean, seriously, it's crazy. Yeah, 28 Days Hauntings. That's what it is. The one in Madison, North Carolina. We're going to be going there one of these days. I'm not sure yet, but that's on my bucket list. I will be going live. I will be posting. I'll be doing my show based on that one of these days. Just a Charlie Lawson family. 1929, December the 25th of 1929, when that murder happened on Christmas Day. It was really interesting all the way that they had to during the Revolutionary War with Washington. Yeah, I've heard some things about that, but as far as me watching it, I hadn't yet, but I'll probably end up will. The Revolutionary War is also another time frame I liked. Also, I got hooked on another channel on YouTube, the History Squad, and on that show is a member of. Oh, okay. I'll have to get back in finishing. I hadn't really finished it yet. I just got started good the other night, and I had to go to sleep because I had to go to work this morning. Also, what was that show I was watching today? Oh, when I was at the doctor's office getting my treatment this morning, I trying to finish watching my other show that I started. Where this family of four, they bought this funeral home and turning it into a house. There's a 2 or 3 story house, a funeral home, and they turned it into a house to live in. And they had what they call a casket elevator, where they put the casket in and take them out of the basement up to the next level, where they put them in a chapel or wherever they put them at in the funeral home. And they went to the previous funeral home and bought a casket just to turn it into a bar, and they put it on the casket elevator thing to send it up to different floors as a bar where you can reach in, get your drink out, stuff like that. Like Neil, yeah, like he did. That was freaky. I'm getting him back on the show, and I will be asking him a bunch more questions. That was a unique story. And what he said happened there in the living room of that place was off the hook. He is a unique person. I never would have dreamed someone that lived in a funeral home like that. I couldn't do it, even though I'm a ghost hunter, paranormal investigator, but I just could not live in a, and I could not go into the morgue. I could not. I wouldn't be able to. My dad, when he was in his younger years, when he was growing up, he had like 3 jobs. He worked paving driveways during the day, and then he went pump gas at a gas station some days, and then he went at night to a hospital and be a security guard. And he some stuff he told about that job will make your skin crawl. He had them go into the morgue and help them pull knives out of the people and nails and stuff like that. And I couldn't do that job. That'd be the only job I couldn't do. Oh Lord, I'm getting sleepy. But yeah, that's crazy. I worked in a preschool that used to be a funeral home. Okay. The kitchen and dining room used to be that's pretty wild. I bet them kids see some crazy stuff. And it was haunted. Oh, I bet so. I'd be going in there with my K2s and stuff like that, and I'd be like, okay, y'all go to sleep. I'll be over there, I'll have my K2s out, and I'll be asking questions real silent. Is anyone here? I bet so. Yep. I'd say when I was living at home, my younger days, when I was still living with my mom and dad, the old house that I was mentioning a while ago about when we was living close to my grandma, it was haunted. The mobile home that my grandma lived in, because we just lived right beside it. I mean, I'd walk out of my door into their door. I mean, that's how close it was. And we were sitting on the porch one night of the house, me and a few of my cousins, and my grandma and them went home. And we heard stuff bumping in that house, in that mobile home. There was nobody there. And we heard stuff falling and bumping and carrying on. And we was little. We was probably about, I want to say 5, 6 years old, maybe 7, if that. And my cousin, he saw my grandpa standing in our house one time. And my grandpa, he'd been dead since the year before I was born. He died in 80, and I was born in 81. So I don't know when he passed away, but all I know, when I was born, my mom and them still had that they had to get up all the crop. They still had corn and. Sorry, y'all. I ain't never been this sleepy in a long time. But then that I believe that's the only haunted house I lived in. My aunt just passed away recently. My mom's sister, they lived in a house that they never did use upstairs. They used the bottom rooms down there, the first floor. They didn't use the upstairs. And my aunt sat there in her recliner that time and said that she was hearing stuff upstairs, and nobody used it. Nobody ever been up there. They don't use that whatsoever. And they can be outside on the porch, all 4 of them, well, 5 of them. They can be standing outside on the porch, nobody in the house. That's the way when we go see them and then we leave, all of them will come out on the porch and talk to us till we get in the car and take off up the road. And they said they'd be hearing people in there talking and everything. Somebody moving around and ain't nobody in the house. Have y'all lived in a haunted house anytime before? After this, I'll probably see you later, Grandma. Yes, 3. Okay. I only lived in less than that 1. Actually, I lived in 2 if you would count us moving into the trailer when my grandma died. When I was little, probably about, I guess I was about 12 years old. Yeah, probably. That's right when my grandma passed away, when I was 12. And that's before we moved into the mobile home. The one I lived in now is it's 122 years old. Oh gracious, that is an old house. I would like to live in an old house. My daddy's family was so big, every house they lived in, it was one of them motel houses where they have several rooms. And each of them have a whole floor by themselves. And that's when they was growing up back in the day. I remember we used to go and see my grandpa, and they was at New Jersey, Dublin. I lived in a funeral home house, and I do hear a lot of weird stuff like lights turn off and on, things move by yourself. I'm not afraid. I've been there in this funeral home for 10 years. I live here. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm not afraid. Living in a place like that is just a morgue place. Bootsie says no. Yeah. After you keep watching my show long there, you probably will. You'll be like, that's cool. I'm going to go try that. Yeah, like I said, though, I just got interested in listening to that Neil the other night talking about when he lived in that one. That was really interesting. He said, saying what happened in his front living room. What happened? You remember that, Vicky? That was crazy. In 200, someone made this house into 4 apartments. So many activity couldn't keep renter. Owner turned it back into a house. Not so bad now. Yeah. Yeah, that was a unique story that he told the other night. I'll get him to tell it again when he comes back on. In 2000, not 200. I figured that's what you meant there. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a little bit. Thank y'all a lot. It was really cool to get to see y'all again tonight. I'm going to write something down right here so I won't forget it. Inside the basement, they still have the slab with the table in the middle of the basement, and also the elevator lifts for the casket. It goes up into the dining room. That's pretty neat. That's very neat. Bootsie says she's free. You tickle me to death. I like to watch your shows. You're so cool. Hey, if y'all don't mind, if y'all can, y'all go check out her channel, Bootsie On The Beat. Like I said, though, it's pretty much for, well, I guess men can put the mask on too, but you want to see me going on. But I say it's more or less for women, but it is so funny. She'll put her mask on and she'll start doing her karaoke thing. That is so cool. I like to watch people do different stuff on their shows and things like that. And I just got hooked on her show, and I try to watch hers pretty much about every single day. I do a variety of stuff. It's more than anything. I support back anybody who supports me. Oh, I know you do. I wish you can go live so we can all jump in on your lives and everything. That would be so funny. Do stuff like behind the scenes and stuff like that. That'd be so fun. Or do bloopers or something like that where something didn't go right and you get frustrated and stuff like that. That'd be so crazy. Well, I am a big supporter of yours. I try to put you in the description as much as possible when I can think of it. Like tonight, I about forgot. I was sitting here thinking, I said, oh yeah, that's one of my main channels I watch. And Off the Hook, he was in here earlier. I got him down there. Oh, yeah, that would be a good name for her show. I don't know how I got it figured it out. Got to figure it out. Oh, yeah, it's really easy. All you gotta do is just go to your computer and download the browser thing, and then you can Google Chrome. That's what it is. Google Chrome. You gotta download that, then you can go live on YouTube, and then you can do that way. That's the way I've been doing it when I go live, just on YouTube and not through StreamYard like I am now. Just download the Google Chrome, and then you can go live, or you can go live on your cell phone. It's a little bit more smaller, and like I do when I'm in the truck or something, and I want to go live or live on location, I can use my phone and mash that little plus symbol down at the bottom, and mash where it says go live, and you can type in your information and go from there. It's much easier on the phone, but yeah, all you gotta do is download the Google Chrome thing, and then you can and then it'll come up with your screen after you get it downloaded. Come up on the screen, and you can mash, type in the thing where you want, where it says YouTube. You can mash on the YouTube icon, or type it in, either one, and you can go live that way. But you don't need a Google Chrome on your phone unless you, well, I don't think you have to have it on your phone. All you got to have on there is up in the thousands of watch hours and stuff like it. And then so many people on your channel, then you can get to do it that way. Because I tried before to go live on my phone when I was at the battleship the first time, and it wouldn't let me do it. And then this last time, it let me do it. You just have to, or you can go through, you have to have Google Chrome too to use StreamYards too. So you can go through StreamYards and use it, and then you can mash the thing where it says invite guests, and you can invite people to come up on your thing, send them whoever's in your Facebook list and your messenger, or you or if you know their emails, you can email them the link. I got mine set up through the Facebook Messenger, so I can just mash that button and type just the first letter in their name pop up. Hey there, Native Wild Man. Saying hi to Bootsie. Saying hi to Vicky. Hey man, I'm glad you swing by, man. We're actually getting ready to get off of here in a few minutes. So I've got to go get me something to eat. Appreciate you coming in though. Vicky says hi back to you. You're welcome. Sure. Yeah, I don't call too many people by their first names. I can't remember nothing. I normally try to put everybody I know down as their channel names. I can remember that better. keep everybody separated. I have a terrible time remembering people's names to save my life. I forget what I was going to say now. But yeah, we just got done doing our show for tonight. The content of we started chatting. I'll remember that. I'll write it down so I won't lose it, so I won't forget it. I'll put it on my list of things to study. Yeah, we did a little history on about Thanksgiving. I didn't go too deep into history, just a little bit. Enough just to get a show started because I don't like to go too deep in debt and stuff like it because it gets. I just try to do the highlights, because I made a few people mad one day because I paid attention to my content and then didn't give everybody a chance to in the chat to be their name pop up on the screen, and I got too far back, so I skipped some of them, and a few people got mad. So I tried to keep it short and sweet and pop everybody up a little bit here and there. History is cool. Yeah, I love history. I love history. That was one of my favorite subjects in school, but I didn't do too good on the grade part. But subject I hated was English and science. But I passed the science biology with flying colors, and I didn't care much for it. Didn't really know what I was doing. And I passed it with flying colors, and I loved history, and I about failed it. But I think one reason I know how I passed biology, though, because I was in the hospital at that time, and I did all my classes in the hospital, and I had to do all my in the course test, the state test they give for biology and stuff. I had to do all that in the hospital. Teachers come down there and stayed with me until I done the test, so they wouldn't think I cheated, and which I didn't really care. I didn't know I was so sick. I didn't care if I passed or failed or what. I didn't like English. I didn't either. I failed my freshman English, and I had to take my sophomore year. I had to take freshman English again in school. And then my junior year, I had to take my sophomore and junior English. And then my senior year, I had to take 2 senior English classes. One of them was just like a study hall, and the other one was regular English class. I had to have an extra class just to make up all the stuff that I missed when I was in the hospital. And I had to pass all that before I graduated from high school. And that sucked. And my senior English, we had to keep a special notebook for class. You couldn't write in it. You had to write in it, but if you print, you had to keep it print all the way through the whole semester, or if you start writing in cursive writing, you had to write all the way through cursive. If you tear a page out, you had to add a page in the same spot that you tore out. You had to keep it special in a box that you can get at Christmas time where you keep shirts in for a present. You had to keep it in that thing. You had to keep your own pen, your ruler, everything that you use in that book, you had to keep it with that book. I didn't do many book reports. Never could finish it before the time limit. Oh, I never did do nothing. I never brought home any kind of homework. One thing I didn't really have time for in the homework. We always, time we get out of school, we always end up in the biker field, priming biker. Whatever I didn't do at school, that's when it got done when I was at school. If I didn't get it all done, that's their luck. And I have to go. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. You too, Vicky. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you a lot for chilling, and I will talk to you later. Appreciate you coming by. And I wouldn't read some of the books they wanted, like romance novels. No. I wouldn't either, to be honest with you. I always wanted the cool stuff, things like that. He says, bye, Vicky, and happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, we're going to be getting off here in a little bit ourselves. I got to go get me something to eat. I've been saying that for the past few bits. But yeah, I had a terrible time in school. She says, bye, Vicky. Yeah, we next time when I get on just a YouTube thing, when I go live just on that, I will end up putting y'all two as a mod on my show. Because Vicky, she's already is one. I like the books about Krate Jr. Oh, yeah, that's cool. My favorite player actually is Kirby Puckett from the Minnesota Twins in baseball. I've got almost every card that he's got. He's got over 300 some cards, and they still doing some prints this year of his cards, and I've got oodles of them. I bet I got a 5,000 count box, just a little over half full of Kirby Puckett cards. Actually, if you put them all together, it might be probably a 3,000 count box. It'll be full. And I'm working on that. I'm working on my other dude I PC too, Bo Bichette. I'm working on him pretty hard right there. I've got not that many, but I've got quite a bit of him too. Got about every one of his rookie cards. I went to that ball card show Saturday with my buddy. I'm liking one rookie card from Kirby Puckett. That's the 1984 Fleer update. I don't want it slabbed. I just want it raw, And because if I get that one, I have all 4 rookie cards of his that came out. And I'll tell you what, I'd lay that card back down too. I was not going to pay no $200 for no card. I have a lot of Magic cards. Oh, yeah. They had a bunch of cards down at the card show, the Magic, the Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, all that stuff. I don't know the first thing about none of that. Like I said, though, I will try to make y'all to a mod next time when I go live on YouTube, just YouTube itself. I will I'll make y'all to when y'all come in. I'll make y'all mods. I had here Tom's rookie card. That's cool. Magic is a complex game. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Magic. I ain't got a complex mind for no complex game. I barely can do what I'm doing now, to be honest with you. I don't know why that come up. But anyway, probably tomorrow. Well, no, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Next Monday, sometime during the day, I will do a little short video just strictly on YouTube, not StreamYards, and I will get y'all make me a mod first before so I can put him in timeout. Just kidding. Oh, you're fine. Probably sometime Monday. I'll make y'all too, because I need some. Y'all in here pretty regular, and I've watched both of y'all's shows, y'all's video channels, and like I said, I can trust y'all being good to me and everything. So I would love to see who all I have as my moderators on my show. Next time when I do that, I might make Off the Hook also one of my mods. I know Record Krate Adam is, Vicky is. She's been for a long time. PDX, Amy, I think she's also a mod on my show, on my channel. That's what I want. Good people, good mods. That's what I want to come up sometime and share some ghost stories. Okay, I got my book right here. I can book you one night. Well, it's November. It's already full. I do have December 11th and December 25th. Ain't gonna do nothing. December 11th is open, and if you want to do that, you can. I think that I've got you. Now, if you do Facebook, man, all you got to do is go look me up on Facebook, Jonathan Myers. And become my friend, and I can send you a message through Messenger, Facebook Messenger. And just let me know when. Yeah, December 11th, I'm free. Like I said, though, I can send you the link, and it'll be about 9:00 Eastern Standard Time when I go live, and we can go live, and you can tell some stories. It'll be all about you. You can promote your channel. And then you can tell some stories. Same way with Bootsie there. I'm going to get her on this show too one day. You watch and see. And that's going to be my goal for next year, is to get her up on my show one time. Because I want to help her promote her channel out. I want to give her same support like everybody else. Then I'm going to get Ted from Off the Hook too also on here. I know y'all don't do paranormal, but yet I still would love to help y'all out because y'all been here and y'all been good to me. I'm going to get Adam up here from Record Crates too. He comes in here once in a blue moon. He's been really busy also with his records and stuff like that. I understand he's got 3 places he takes care of, and he has a lot of stuff to do. I understand that for a fact. Awesome. I will put you down. Like I said, just look me up on Facebook and make sure you go to my name, and you'll know it's me because it'll have North Carolina Tar Heels symbol as my little icon. And okay. And just send me a personal message, say, hey, this is so and so, and that way it will start the system. And then when it comes time for you to come up on the show, I can type in the first letter of your name and it'll pop up, and that way it can let me get this wrote down right quick. Before I forget it. Like I said, I have you on Facebook. Okay. Sounds good, bud. When like I said, when December the 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when it comes, I will send you the link around probably say 8:30. We'll talk in the background for a little bit. Then I'll leave you in the backstage until I get the announcements and everything done. Then I'll bring you up. I rarely use Facebook. That's fine. All you gotta do is just use it long enough to get it on Messenger. All you gotta do is mash the link, and it'll pop you right into the thing. We won't even be messing with Facebook. The only time we'll be on Facebook is when I'm doing my shows, because right now we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Paracrew Network Central on Facebook. So, and then all them other countries that's following us will see y'all and do y'all favor that way. Get y'all out there, get more people from different countries watching you. The UK, Japan, Canada, Australia. I've been in Mexico now, so I got a bunch of friends down in Mexico's watching. All over the U.S. Probably a few of them other little smaller countries that I never heard of probably watching you. So that's, like I said, though, that's a pretty big deal. It's kind of frightening, but it's a big deal. Did you see my Superman rock video? No, I haven't. Yeah, so short. I will check it out, though. I'm getting ready to go get off here and go get something to eat and go lay down. It's been a long day. I went today to the doctor this morning to get a treatment. Of course, if y'all don't know what treatment I have infusion treatments for Crohn's disease. I have Crohn's disease. I don't mind telling people that it's just something other genetics. I have to have infusions to keep it under control. It's really it's serious. That's what I was in the hospital for. When y'all hear me talking about being in the hospital, that's what I was in there for. I was a senior in high school, and right before graduation, the last part of the first semester, about all my second semester, I missed school. I was in the hospital for about a little over a month and a half, something like that. I had to have emergency surgery, and I think it was on Christmas Day of '99. I went in hospital December the 16th of 1999. I had an uncle died the same day. I'm sorry about that. I pray for your health. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. That's the reason why I had to take all them English class in school so I can graduate. And that's how I passed biology. I guess it has something to do with me being in the hospital and knowing. I bet them nurses are glad I got out of there because I was asking them every kind of questions you can think of. Yeah, that was bad. I was 18 years old, senior in high school. That was a rough day. I got out on my brother's. No, I got out in mid-January. No. I got out on my brother's birthday, 27th of January. That's when I went home. Trying to go through almost a month and a half of no eating. I was skinny as that pop bottle right there. My arms about the size of that pen. Yeah, he thought I was in one of them concentration camps over there in Germany. I mean, that's how skinny I was. I wished I was skinny now. Not like that, but I wished I was a little bit skinnier than what I am now. I put on the more weight now, and it's hard to get rid of it. I lost a lot of friends, and I gained some friends because of it. Some people that I thought was my friends wasn't my friends. But I like my YouTube friends now. I don't have very many, but I think that all y'all are awesome. All the ones that that joins in on my show a lot. I appreciate each and every one of you. What's going on, brother? Here because of Native. Saw him say something. Oh, I appreciate that. Weight loss is hard. Oh, yeah. I appreciate you coming in. We just chatting right now. We finished our Thanksgiving show, so we just in here chatting. I'm getting ready to get off of here in a little bit to go get me something to eat. Yeah, if y'all want to go check out this past Sunday show, Neil was on there. He was telling a story about when he was living in a funeral home. He was a great guest. He was awesome. Do you do like ghost hunt? I do. I started this group with me and my dad. Started out. And then at work, one of my friends, he found out that I was into ghost hunting. And he asked me to join the group, which at that time it really wasn't a group. It was just me and my dad. I wanted to spend some time with my dad. He's getting on up in age, and my mama passed away in 2016, and I said I wasn't going to not spend much time like I could with my dad. And so it turned out to be bigger than what it was supposed to be in. I have seen ghosts. I can't say I've seen ghosts, but I've seen like dark shadows and black apparitions that I couldn't see, but you can make it out, but you couldn't really see them because it wasn't in the light enough to see. All I could see was like the black shadow of everything. I don't care so much for the hat. Oh, now. Here we go. I figured that come out somewhere. We got to have that hat. That's the icon. But I'm down to watch you on investigations. I love paranormal stuff. Real paranormal stuff. Not the fake stuff. Oh yeah, there's a lot of that been going around. That's for sure. There's a lot of that stuff's been going around. He says, laugh out loud. But we just came off of one from the clinic that we did several times. We're actually on Thursdays. I've been doing the show, but today I done tomorrow's show for tonight because tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and so I done it for tonight. But I've been doing stuff about Victorian era, and we're actually going to do what they practiced back in the day. We're going to go have a picnic in the cemetery, like Victorians did. Are you going to be doing paranormal investigations? Yes. We've been doing some on Facebook, and sometimes we've been doing a little bit on YouTube. I've been going back and forth. Me too. I don't like the head. Oh, come on. Now, y'all know better than that. You wait when I get my green screen up. It's all going to be the Cowboys. If I figure out how to use it. Bought it, still ain't used it yet. But yeah, anyway, I'll start this group with my dad, and then my buddy he joined in about a week later. Then my cousin and my aunt, my dad's sister, they was in another group, and they left that group, and I thought they was going to start their own group, but they ended up coming to my group, and I really glad they did because they made a big improvement to our group. It's more or less like family thing now, except for my buddy. He's been with me ever since day one with the group that started. So he's really my only oldest member besides me and my dad. We just have reached 400 members on Facebook. That's a big milestone for us. I never would dream that we had that many people on there. It was hard to get them, but they finally came. I just wished I can get the YouTube channel to grow like that. I gotta run to the store quick. I subscribed and will be watching videos later on it on in the night. I appreciate that, man. Thank you a lot. I really, really do appreciate it. You don't know how much that means to me and my dad. Like I said, my dad's 74 years old. He's the oldest ghost hunter that I've known of right now. He's 74 years old and he's still going. He gets his cane out there and he'll start investigating with me. Sometimes he has to take his little oxygen bottle with him. We'll keep that in the truck just in case he needs it, in case he overdoes it or something like that. But I will be posting the group picture here on Facebook. My dad, he's really big inspiration. I just about quit when he went into the hospital. I just about quit the group, about shut everything down, stopped everything, because this was all for him anyway, and I didn't want to not keep going without him. But I'm glad things changes, so he's still with me, and he's still doing ghost hunting. But I've actually seen some stuff at my family cemetery also. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, y'all. We'll pick back up next week, next Thursday at 9 o'clock. I need to hurry up and get in the bed and everything too. I got a lot of stuff I got to do in the morning before we go eat. I thank y'all a lot for being in here. I can't tell y'all enough. Bootsie, if, like I said, Monday night when you come in, if you get to, I will make you a blue wrench. And also, too, Sean, I'll make you a blue wrench. Y'all, like I said, y'all always been good here and been good coming into my shows and supporting me and everything. And I can use y'all as a moderators. Like Vicky's left, and I ain't got no moderators in here now. So I could really use 2 or 3 at the most on each videos. My cousin, she normally would be in here, but I think she's still under the weather. But we will have a family get together again. Peace and long life, my friends. Appreciate that. You take care too, man. Like I said, though, y'all are really, really, y'all been really good to me. Thank y'all for all y'all support. I will probably catch y'all this Sunday. I've got Joseph. He's going to be on for a little bit. I'm not seeing it's going to be a big, long show. Have a very happy Thanksgiving. You too, and you tell all your family that from us here at Crossover Paranormal, telling your family, have a happy Thanksgiving. That's to all of y'all that was in here. From my family to y'all's, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving and be safe around the holidays. And I will Get ready to get on out here. I'm so sleepy. It's not even funny. I gotta find something to eat. I'm about to starve. All that food talking a while ago is making me so hungry now. Monday I'm off, so I should be having a little short show, probably about, I want to say around about 6 o'clock, 6:30, somewhere, 7, somewhere like that. I plan to go out with me and my dad, might go out to somewhere tomorrow night. I don't know. Also, too, maybe Monday or Tuesday, if it's not really cold or any kind of rain or weather or something, I'm going to try to go and film Daniel Boone's mom and dad's grave. I'm going to go film it. I might sneak my little cat toy in there and see if I can't get it to light up for us. I will do it live. I think that'll be pretty cool. Daniel Boone, if anybody knows who Daniel Boone is, he's one of the people that fought at the Alamo. I think it's Daniel Boone. No, that's David Crockett. Daniel Boone did something other. Hope you and everyone have a good Thanksgiving. I appreciate that. I don't know. I ain't got my phone on it. Phone cut off on me. Facebook user. It has to be either my buddy Dwayne or David Holt, one or the other of you. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Don't eat all of that plum pudding. Yes, him and David Crockett. You and your dad and your family have a good, happy Thanksgiving and be safe. You too. I appreciate you coming in and talking to us. Thank you for your sub to us on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. We are on Facebook also. If y'all want to join that group page, sometimes I'll post some stuff on there. We did post a couple of pictures that we took at the clinic the other night. My buddy Michael did. He has one of them circled where he has two little eyes, little lights. I don't know if it's actually eyes or what, but me and him was the only one in the room at that particular time. And I couldn't, it was so dark, I couldn't see nothing. So I couldn't tell you what was there. All I know that there was two perfectly equals. So I'm going to say it's probably some kind of eyes. If y'all want to go over and check that out. On down in there, he posted some more pictures from earlier investigations at the clinic. It was mid-summer, I think it was, or starting of the summer. We went there, and one of the guys with us was sitting there looking at his phone or something, or had a flashlight on. And behind him on the wall, you can actually see a man's head, a man's face behind him on the wall. That was a real awesome find. That picture is worth 1,000 words. And one night I'll download the 2 video clips that I've caught there at the same place once before. I will, next time I come on the show, I will play it and let everybody watch it. I will try to do it for this Sunday night. If I remember it in time, I will post it, and I'll do that. And let y'all see some of the things that we did. only reason I do my stuff live, because when I go live, it's kind of hard to fake all this stuff. I don't edit none of my videos. What you see is what you get. I don't like to keep the evidence out to myself. I want her to get it on out there. So I go live. I see it when y'all see it, and that's it. The only thing's different, I get to be there at it and feel all the touching and the pinching and everything goes on that we get when we go. Like this last time, I had something there to blow on my neck, and it was a weird feeling. I've been touched, I've been pinched, my legs had been rubbed on down around my ankle before, and I can shine the flashlight down there, and there is nobody there. So that is really, really weird when you get that feeling and you can't see nothing. So everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and get on off of here. I've been on here now since 8 o'clock. Appreciate it. Thank y'all a lot. I'll let y'all go with a couple videos, and I'm out. See y'all.
What is the Global Ghost Hunt to me? The Global Ghost Hunt is a celebration of teams and locations, not just here in the U.S., but all around the world. It is an opportunity to unite groups and enthusiasts of this paranormal community in many different ways, and to highlight teams, locations, and all of us. And honestly, why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? You get to experience new groups. You get to promote yourself, promote your teams, and more importantly, too, the locations. A lot of our locations are being forgotten. So the Global Ghost Hunt is a perfect opportunity to bring your team, bring your locations out into the spotlight and have your chance to have your 15 minutes of fame and to make an everlasting impact in our community.